Alright, what's going on guys? Welcome back to the channel. Now in today's video, man, I have a little bit of something special. Because the last time I actually made a video like this was 1 year ago. And so I kind of thought it would be kind of interesting to revisit it. Because I kind of came up with some new ideas. Now I will leave a link down in the description for you to go watch my older video. That one kind of is still relevant right now even though a year has passed. And pretty much the points that I did make in that one are a bit more strict or heavy than compared to this one, but yeah. In today's video, I have 3 things that can actually save World War Heroes. And by save, I mean make the game more interesting, make the game more lively, and just make it more interesting to play, I guess. These are basically just gonna be my opinions on what can kind of make the game better. If you have other suggestions, please let me know down in the comments, and also let me know what you think on the opinions that I'm gonna be making in this video. And I also want to hear what you guys have to say on this, because I'm looking at these and they look pretty good, man. That's all I'm trying to say. But anyway, starting off with the first suggestion that I have, which is to add long-term challenges as well as rewards. Basically what I mean by this is, you know how we have daily contracts we can do? Well, instead of only having to do those for 2 hours a day, it would be so much better if you could play for as long as you want and still get rewarded for it. Cause think about it. What do you do after completing all of your contracts? The more common answer is to exit the game, because even though you can keep playing and level up or get a higher KD and all that, you're getting nothing significant in return for that. They're basically giving you nothing for your time. Sure, getting a nice KD, making it to weekly leaderboards might be nice, but there's literally no reward for doing any of that. Might be nice to be first on the leaderboard, but yeah. Basically where I'm going with this is, I want them to add long-term achievements that you can basically complete just like in the one for Black Desert Mobile. You basically get rewards for the longer or for the more achievements that you do. This will pretty much give me a reason to play for much longer and actually make me feel like what I'm doing is useful. Now on to the second suggestion, adding customization to weapons as well as characters. Now as we all know, weapons have camos, which looks really sad to be honest. And they're not really something that you grind for. It's just something that you buy and bam, this is your weapon now. And yeah, it looks pretty bland. Wouldn't it be much cooler to have a camo for your weapon that you can only get by going through some difficult trials? Just like in COD Mobile, the biggest accomplishment that you can actually feel is by unlocking one of the harder to get camos in the game, which is I think gold, diamond, and some other weird ones, forgot the name, but yeah. The problem with World War Heroes is that even if you try to customize your weapon, there's only so far you can go, and pretty much it's the same cycle with every weapon. You buy the weapon, you buy its attachments, and then you get it to plus 24. And pretty much that's it. Even if you do love this weapon of yours and want to keep using it, the only real satisfaction you're actually gonna get from it is probably getting kills, and that's pretty much it. And that type of satisfaction doesn't really last too long. Just like me with the Maxim Tokarov, I guess. If the devs decide to actually add grindable camos for each weapon, it would pretty much be more of an adventure even after you get the weapon, because you'd have something to work towards while still being interested in the weapon. And yeah, I kinda do have to give it to the developers for adding weapon skins, but this pretty much isn't gonna cut it, man. This is just too... It doesn't really have much to do with grinding in my opinion. Now the third suggestion that I do have is to buff older weapons instead of adding new ones. Once in a while it would be nice to get a new weapon, but we basically get that every single update. So much so that the meta keeps shifting and older weapons keep becoming more and more useless. Instead of adding another overpowered shotgun that 70% of the players can't afford, it would honestly be much better to go back to the older weapons, modify them, and make them much more competitive. In my opinion, this would be a much better weapon system than constantly having to worry over whether your weapon is gonna be power crept or not. I honestly just want to see good old weapons like the Thompson, the Bar, and also the Mauser C96 prosper again. Is that so much to ask, man? But that's pretty much it for my suggestions. If you have any more, let me know down in the comments. And if you actually want to fight me on my opinions, I guess, also let me know down in the comments. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Hi.
Hi.